Hey folks, Matt from Art of the Image. Got another Lightroom 3 tutorial for you on editing RAW files. One of the most common questions I get from people about using RAW and editing RAW files is, why doesn't my photo in RAW look the same as it did on the camera or the same as the JPEG from my camera when I open it in Lightroom and or any other RAW software? And basically that's because your camera, the JPEG, your profile is being shown by the embedded JPEG. So whatever settings in the camera are there is what the camera is showing you. When you open it in Lightroom, unless you've saved some presets and applied them, it's opening it at a base level. It's probably opening it in Adobe Standard as the camera profile, and there's nothing applied, so it's kind of like a flat negative that needs to be worked. So the easy fix for this, I'm going to show you right here. Here's a file here. This is my daughter Lily wearing her hat. Let me just close out the bottom piece here, and so we're in the side window. This is in the develop module, as you can see right here. I'm going to close that just to maximize the screen. And you come over here, and here is the exposure and whatnot on the right. We're going to drag this all the way down to camera calibration. And here's where you can see it's in Adobe Standard. So here's the quick, easy fix to make it look like your camera. Now this is going to change the camera profile. Probably, if you haven't touched your camera, it came out of the factory in camera standard. So we changed that there, and you can see there's the camera standard, there's the Adobe Standard. So it's a little different right there. Now, if you have any other type of things applied in camera, such as sharpening or any of the other little tricks you can apply in camera, those won't be applied either. So that could be things. But the easiest thing to do is to change the camera profile. So you can go through any of them here, and that's the beauty of RAW, because it applies it without any negative results, with any degradation of the image. So we can go to camera vivid, it's more vivid image there. We can go to camera portrait, and we can go to camera neutral, and we go back to camera or Adobe Standard and show you there that's quite a bit different than the camera profiles. I'm going to choose camera portrait here because I like how that opens it up and softens the skin and whatnot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and we're going to apply some changes. I'm going to finish editing this just to show you what else I would do here. I'm going to bring the fill light up here. This is a fairly heavily backlit photo. That's a window behind there, but I like the look of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into my fill light, and I'm going to boost my fill light up until I like what I'm seeing there. And that's probably going to be somewhere around 30 there. I like that. It's opened up my eye here quite nicely, Lily's eye there. And then what I'm going to do is use my blacks to recover some of the contrast here. And let's go to 15, looks good here. And you can see this photo's already looking pretty good already right there like that. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to boost the brightness here up. I'm going to take that up to, let's see here, it looks like 75 looks good. I like that, how that's looking. And I'm just going to touch up my contrast a bit here to 35. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to add in some clarity on the clarity slider, and let's put that at, let's see here, that looks pretty good right there. And we're even going to boost the vibrance a bit. Let's go up to 25 on vibrance. So there you can see the edited photo. So we'll go back to import. That's what it looked like, the RAW file right out of the camera in Adobe Standard. Here's what it looked like when I changed to portrait, and you can see that the tonal differences and whatnot have changed a lot there. The contrast is lowered. And then after I made my edits to it and added everything, there's my final photo. So there you go, folks. The first thing you want to do when you're importing the files to try and get them to look like they did off the back of your camera, or what the camera's JPEG would look like, is you want to come down over here into your camera calibration, and right here under profile, you want to make sure that Lightroom 3 still says 2010 current, because that's what you want it to be at there for process. And then go to your camera profile, pull down here, and set the camera profile to either match your camera or just flip through them and choose which one you like best, and then you're going to have a good starting point that's going to look more like you saw on the camera. Okay, thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back with some more video posts, some more articles, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography. Thanks a lot.